What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorld. Today we're going to be talking about maxing out Madden 23 Field Pass, the competitive, super fast, get that max level. Now, a lot of you guys don't go after the full max, right? You're just looking for the free card. Keep in mind, this updates every 2 weeks. Now, a lot of you guys are probably like me. You haven't received XP for a lot of these things that we've done. I'm going to show you guys what I'm missing right now. I'm missing about 50,000. I didn't get that one. And then there's a few other ones like this. If you guys click down that I also didn't get, I think there was one prior to that too. Cause I think they gave me credit for like one that was backdated. No, actually they probably didn't. I think I'm missing like 75 to 100K XP. Because when they started giving me stuff, they were giving me random things that didn't even make any sense, and I just still didn't get the XP. So I don't know exactly what's going on, but let me know if you still haven't gotten it, because we've been going crazy here at GmiasWorld, tweeting stuff out, making it be known that we're not getting our stuff, and I want my viewers and the whole community to enjoy what they put out there. Like, you put this out, we should get our stuff. It doesn't make any sense for us to go through learning all these. You're making it rocket science, but then you haven't figured out how to make it work, is pretty much how it's coming off to everyone that's playing the game. You know what I'm saying? So we're still waiting to see how that's going to work out. So the seasonal field pass that's in the road to get that Casper, we haven't gotten XP in a while other than the daily objectives. All right, but I'm going to show you guys what's going on right now, because we've actually maxed out at 300 competitive points, relatively easy. It wasn't a big deal. Pretty much you go through and you're gonna figure out, like I said, a lot of you guys get different objectives. Mine that I do every week, they don't come back. So when you guys send me like snapshots via Twitter at GmiasWorld or Instagram, whatever, and you're like, yo, G, I got different objectives. Why do I have different objectives and you got those? Because if you do them weekly, when it resets, they take away the previous ones. All right, so once you run through these, that's it, you're just done. Every week it resets for you to be able to get the amount of competitive points that you need, but if you don't do it, it stays there. So that pretty much I figured out by just looking at other people's screens that weren't actually completing everything. Now look, I got the max field pass without doing a lot of solo battles because I focused in on something that, it's probably gonna be nerve-wracking for you guys, but if you want the free players, which I think the Woolen and the Trevor Lawrence, they are definitely worth it. I think that they're doing a good job with those players that they're releasing, because I've seen the players that they've released on everyone's team. So they have to be doing something right with the players. Trevor Lawrence, to be honest, I would probably still be using him if Mariota wasn't a Raider. So if you guys are asking about that's pretty much where I am with this. Now, some of you guys are gonna say, okay, gee, you didn't do all the solo battles. How did you get to 300? You do the ones that matter the most, right? You get the ones with the MVP or higher, the veteran or higher, things like that, 5 solo battles on Legends, things like that. You get those done and you sit through it. I tried to explain to you guys, if you guys are having problem on Legend, you come out with that nickel, the nickel double A gap, right? Nickel double A gap, and you just go crazy, all right? You go crazy and just don't care about anything and you'll be good to go, all right? That's ultimately what you're gonna need to do. I don't really know what else to tell you, because there's really no other way to go about beating on the CPU. There honestly just really isn't any other way. Because if you play coverage, they're gonna do whatever they want to you for the entire game. So, like I said, I think I played through an entire solo battle game on Legend on one of the live streams, and I think I referred you guys to it. I gotta go back and go look at it, but I will run through a couple of them in some videos to kind of give you guys insight with it. Because typically if you just come out and score and then chew clock, it's not really that difficult until it gets down to the 2 minute, the 2 minute type thing where they're hurrying up offense and just throwing Stevies. But that's the biggest thing I can tell you. The double A gap, it's like, I forgot what is it, like a nickel 2-3 or some kind of stupidness they call it now, but it's still double A gap. All right, I'll get more information if you guys need it. And like I said, I will run it and show you guys how to do it. It's like really, really simple. Most of the solo battle gurus have been doing it for so long. So, I just assume that everybody knows what double A gap is. Some of you guys run punt block. I was told, as a defense that actually works against CPU. I don't know how you guys do it. It's actually hilarious. I'll do it in challenges to get like fumbles and stuff, but I don't think I'll do it on Legendary against the CPU, but to each its own. Now, the MUT Champions is very, very interesting, and I want you guys to understand, once you get to a certain point, because remember, you get 20 competitive points for like every 5, and then you get it up until you get to 25 games, you'll get 2 points per win, because they want to help you guys to get, you know, the competitive points, because they know it's sweaty. Another thing that's also interesting about MUT Champions, you can go ahead anytime from Monday to Monday, bro. The sweaties are not always there. You're gonna get guys that are just straight like garbage, and you'll be able to just take care of business. Just play randomly, you know, at random different times. I can't guarantee you won't get a sweaty. You may run into an MCS pro. It may get crazy and sweaty, but ultimately I do believe that if you play at least 30 of these, you're almost more than, you're gonna be more than almost halfway to getting the free player. So what I'm trying to encourage you guys to do, you can actually wait and see who has played already. You know those psychopaths that play and it's like, they're 25-0, like, oh my God, dude, like, they're still doing that? There really isn't much benefit other than getting the free player this year. So after they're done, most of the players just, you know, that are pros, they just stay in the, you know, the regular seasons, because that's where you make coins and packs and stuff like that. So once they're done getting everything, you don't have to deal with them all week. So I would just gauge through, like sometimes play early morning, you know, play in the middle of the day, like just change it up and try to get your, if you can get to 30 wins within 2 weeks, that's 15 games a week. If you can get to 30, you're pretty much every single time gonna get at least a free player. And then with this right here, winning 30 head-to-head games, like I said, one of the things that I suggested to you guys, which a lot of you guys are doing, you're staying in the same division. So you're not trying to, like, you know, you're not trying to lose, but you don't care if you lose. That type of situation, because it does get very frustrating when dudes are extra sweaty with cheese and you don't know what to do. And it's like, yo, G, I can't do this anymore. I understand. I'm there with you. But I think that this is probably the easiest route for a lot of you guys, in addition to the solo battles, is to just play head-to-head seasons on lower difficulty, because then you don't have to deal with a lot of the crap. You're going to be in a lower division anyway, so you're playing on your level. And not only that, you could possibly win a Super Bowl and start getting some of those trophy packs, which are honestly really, really good packs. All right, so this is the way that I chose to do it. I just overdid it, because I'm always, you know, pretty much when I go on to stream and stuff, I'm always playing the game for the most part. So I may end up winning these other 5 games and just have 20 points just for like whatever, because it doesn't really matter. But like I said, for those of you guys that are not as strong of players, I would definitely focus in on all the bonuses, you know, that you get from, you know, getting the solo battles, legendary stuff like that. Now, when we take a look at it, right, you see that it's a touchdown pack, but for some reason they got Tariq Woolen. You actually get him at 22, I believe. Yeah. So that's just all EA doesn't know what's going on with their game, and it's like a bunch of bugs or whatever. So when we go over to the actual head-to-head side of the game, just to give you guys a heads up, I am going to I will probably finish Weekend League, because you guys like watching me play it. Right now we're currently 7-0, but just giving you an idea of it, right? With the leaderboard, the dudes that are already top 100, you know, whatever, like these guys, well, this is the friends list, but we'll go over here and take a look. These guys, they're not playing multiple Weekend Leagues right now because there's no benefit like it used to be. And I've noticed that a lot of guys just play Weekend League, get it just so that they get all the stuff they need, and they get out of it. That's it. So that gives you an advantage. After you've seen all these same dudes that are always up there getting those wins, they're not repeating on other accounts in most cases because there's no benefit. So that gives you the opportunity to jump in and get those wins. But remember, you gotta break it down on a 2-week basis, and then you'll start to see that it's easier if you balance the head-to-head with the solo battles, and then you get the most out of the MUT champs. I think that everyone that watched this video is good enough to get the max level if you just apply yourself. So go ahead and get that, you know, start getting those things done. Let me know if you have any other questions or comments. But yeah, we maxed it out. Like I said, it's 2-week situations. It expires in 4 days. Go out there, get you that Woolen. I think he's really good. I'm gonna see you guys and girls next time. You have an unbelievable day. One love, y'all.